Over the next 3 weeks, coronavirus is going to make a lot more people sick and kill way too many people. So why am I saying that things are going to get better fast? I say that mostly because contrary to what you might be feeling, the chances of you getting sick or worse are really small. I think you know this in your mind, but you're still probably fearing the worst, and that makes sense to me. But let's look at the facts. With an infectious disease, you need to know what's called the infection fatality rate. This is known as the IFR. And this measures the number of people who die from the disease compared to the number of people who have or had the disease. This includes people who are diagnosed and those who go undiagnosed. Now, obviously, to calculate that number, you need to use projections, and I'll leave that to the experts. But as little as a week ago, some people who really didn't understand math were throwing around figures like, 4% of everyone who gets the disease were going to die. Well, this was and continues to be a silly and dangerous thing to say. It is and was irresponsible and reckless thing to share on social media. According to the Center for Evidence-Based Medicine, we don't know exactly what the infection fatality rate is, but it sure as hell isn't 4%. In fact, it looks much closer to being way under 1%, depending on the location. You can go to their website and see for yourself. They estimate that the infection fatality rate is 0.29% for COVID-19. Now, that's much more like the seasonal flu in terms of lethality. But since COVID-19 is so much more contagious, it's going to infect a lot more people. It's much more dangerous. More people will die. Now, for the record, again, I'm not saying that COVID-19 is nothing to worry about. It's just not the end of days. I point this out to bring your attention to the sources you get your information from, the talking heads. The people who were yapping about a mortality rate of 4% didn't and don't know what they're talking about. And at the very least, they should have corrected themselves once we have this data, but I don't know of any alarmist who bothered to correct themselves. Please ignore them no matter what political persuasion you have. Over the weeks ahead, more people will start talking about the real mortality rate, and that will help all of us put the current situation in perspective. Now, the second reason I say that things are going to get a lot better is as follows. I did a lot of looking, and as far as I can tell, there are only 2 ways to get COVID-19, according to the World Health Organization and according to Dr. David Price of the Weill Cornell Medical Center. First, when someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth, and that could contain the virus. If you're too close, you can breathe in those droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person has the disease. Now, not many people get the virus this way. According to Dr. Price, the vast majority of people who contract the disease do so by touching their eyes, nose, or mouth after touching a person or surface that has the disease. Now, once contaminated, your hands can transfer the virus to your eyes, nose, or mouth, and from there, the virus can enter your body and can make you sick. Now, if this is true, this is really great news because it means that if you wash your hands often, it's a very effective way to keep yourself safe and keep people around you safe. Now, in fact, if you watch Dr. Price's video, which I strongly encourage you to do, and you believe what he says, it seems that if people keep their hands clean and avoid touching their face, the spread of the disease can be stopped. Now, here's what I conclude. If I keep my hands clean all the time, my risk goes way down. Ditto for touching my face. And, more important, ditto for everyone else on the planet. My prediction is that, like I said 2 weeks ago, the virus will peak in mid-April, maybe a week later, in many places around the world. At that point, things will slowly start moving back in the direction of what normal used to look like. Within a couple of weeks, you're going to see plans announced about how we're going to restart our economies while decreasing the coronavirus dangerous threat to our health. If we continue the social distancing, cleaning our hands, and practice other good personal hygiene habits, the health threat and scare is going to subside soon. But shuttering the world economies is going to have a huge impact for everyone in ways we really don't have data yet to understand. We just don't know how soon the world economies will get back online. Now, just like the irresponsible projections that were made about the inflated mortality risks, irresponsible people are going to make wild projections about the economic repercussions of COVID-19. Now, here's the secret. Nobody knows right now. We need more information. Just like we needed more data before we could understand the mortality rates. So, for the time being, just please ignore anyone who tries to tell you what's going to happen on the economic front in the foreseeable future, because right now, the financial future isn't foreseeable. That's just for now, though. Soon we'll start seeing data on that side as well. So soon we'll know more. Now, I'm optimistic, but like I said, I want more data. I'll share more on the economic fallout from the coronavirus as more data becomes available. Let me know if you have any questions. If you'd like certain topics covered, I'd be delighted to share my 2 cents. Okay, wishing you good health, and we'll connect soon. Thanks.